My name is Yan-Yin Choy, and I'm with Code for San Jose. Thanks so much for having me here. So today I'm going to talk about the Renter's Ride Guide. It's a web app that we've been working on and recently launched. It's an open source web application that helps inform renters about their rights and the local laws and programs in place to protect them. My role on the project is I'm a developer and a project manager with the team. And I also want to give a quick shout out and thanks to our teammates, Emily, Julie, Lauren, Matt, Sanaz, Tom, Jonathan, and many others who have really helped support the research and development of this application. So our story begins with wanting to address the Bay Area housing crisis. We started back in December. The issue of affordable housing is that there's not enough affordable housing and it's become very expensive to live in the Bay Area. As you can see in this chart, which compares average wages of tech workers versus non-tech workers, those who are non-tech workers, like janitors, they live below the cost of living for a family of four, whereas a developer or high-tech workers make much more. And for the average rental rates, you can see the two lines on the top, they represent Silicon Valley and San Francisco. In some cases, the average rent is even double of what it costs to live in the United States. So we first started by building this Find a Home prototype, which was basically just listings for affordable housing that we kind of scraped off the internet. But then we realized we had to put a pause on that because we hadn't really started doing user research. So we interviewed 8 people that we found from our networks and also through Craigslist. We wanted to talk to people who struggled at some point to find affordable housing in Santa Clara County. And who we found are, we engaged homeless individuals, people who lived in precarious situations such as being evicted, and also moderately income individuals who also struggled with affording housing in the Bay Area. One of the user personas we came up with was Veronica. She's a single mother, she has a bachelor's degree, she's a social worker, and yet she still pays month to month and struggles to afford rent in the Bay Area. And we also conducted stakeholder interviews. We met with the City of San Jose Housing Department, the Law Foundation of Silicon Valley, and Palo Alto Housing. And what they informed us was that there's a jobs and housing imbalance. For every 3 jobs, there's 1 home. And there's no one-stop shop to find this information. A lot of their clients really struggle to get information about how to fight evictions or how to address rent increases, or are their rent increases even legal? And so we did this process of research, design, development, engaging stakeholders, and repeating this process. And we ended up building something with Rails and React. And we deployed on Heroku, and we launched it on rentersrightsguide.org. And so this is a little bit about what the web app looks like. At the home page, you can basically get an option to learn about your renter's rights, tenant eviction, or local resources. On the tenant eviction page, you can demo the eviction process within the state of California. And based on what steps you decide to take, then a timeline will populate, and at the end of it, you get to reset it to see what would change if you took other actions. And you can also learn about local ordinances within the city of San Jose that affect different kinds of renters, like just cause for tenant protection ordinance or apartment rent ordinance, with dealing with unfair rent increases. And after we developed the application, we recently decided to do some usability testing. We found 5 individuals at the library, and the feedback they gave us was that it was actually really hard to navigate the demo, and they really wanted a back button, and they didn't understand legal terms like discovery. And when we asked them if they would rather get this information from the City of San Jose's website, they actually told us they didn't trust the city. They'd rather get information from a nonprofit. So some of our next steps include integrating this research and testing to improve the UI and UX. And also we want to, this is something we've been struggling with. We want to make sure that we keep educating people with our web app, but not give legal advice. And we want to incorporate more feedback from stakeholders and hopefully translate the application. We welcome your feedback and collaboration. Let me know if you have any questions. And thanks so much to our team and to our captains, Michelle and Vivek, for their advice. Thank you.